Washington. The Nats with a 4-game lead in the National League East, which is their largest of the season, despite the fact that they're. Span fouls back the fastest rookie of the month for a few years. Span pops one a mile high. Murphy makes the call. Looking through the sunglasses. That's the first out.
Well, sun's going to be a factor. You can see Murph check.
Having a terrific year. And takes the fastball on the corner.
Closed and only having your dominant eye there.
Flores waits on the hop and throws out Rendon 2 away. It was questionable for the start today. Came out of the game late last night. Turned out it's 2 days after his garden gnome was distributed. Is back in there again.
That picture taken by those tired photographers in spring training.
But there were many can accrue in this life. Here's the 2-1, and deGrom gets it in for a strike. 2-2.
That's the.
That'll make him hard to catch. 2-2 to Worth, and it's grounded down to first. Duda's got it, and deGrom's got a 1-2-3 opening inning. On to the second in D.C. with no score. Home runs. He leads off against Jacob deGrom in the home second.
Okay. Absolutely.
5 or 6. Come here, Shea.
He's so miserable that no one's going to want to call for that.
Here's the 1-2 to LaRoche, and it's up and away. 2-2 from deGrom, and LaRoche hits a rocket down the line. Boy, the Mets have gotten him hot, haven't they? LaRoche with the first Nationals hit, a leadoff double in the second. He was staggering when the Mets came to town to get 2 runs. It's a nice streak and a very nice slider to get Desmond on very fast starts. Find the second time around more troubling. The question is, with a guy like deGrom who has off the corn flappability.
The one thing I'd like to see.
3-2 coming to Desmond, and a high drive deep left center headed back toward the wall. That ball is out of here. Ian Desmond with a 2-run homer, his 18th of the year. The first allowed by deGrom in 67 1/3 innings. And the Nats jump out to a 2-0 lead. deGrom had the longest homerless streak of any rookie pitcher in Mets history. That streak is now over.
Well, just a fastball inside after all the sliders away. 3-2 is probably not.
So this one not beginning quite the way his last start did. deGrom went 6 2/3 with a no-hit bid before Pablo Sandoval broke it up. Behind, it's the first time in his last 6 starts the Mets have been behind in a game. And Harper hits one in the air to right center, not very well hit. Granderson in to get it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Gary, if you'll oblige me, he can't look inside when the count isn't 3-2. So that's why the difference was for Desmond to put the good part of the
barrel. Playing his 6th game for the Nationals after coming over in a deadline deal from Cleveland. That ball will land untouched.
You know that indecision, Gary? Not the pitch, but the location. And no one ever goes to the fastball away as their last choice. It's always the fastball in is the last choice.
0-2 to Cabrera. Now,
and deGrom pitched in the last game where you saw that perfect kind of no hit.
2-2 to Cabrera, and he lifts one to center. Lagares barely has to move, just making sure the sun's in the right place. 2 out.
For an example, and now this is they'd start with the first hitter. Would you throw him for first pitch? That was a fastball in. Then they try to go, so they go walk through.
Routinely.
That's Socha, who also, caught for the Dodgers, was the main catcher.
Who had one big home run. Popped up on the right side. And Murphy's there to grab it to retire Lobaton. That ends the inning, but not before the Nationals jump in.
At some point, I know he had the glasses, but he had a monocle too.
In the good eye or the bad eye? Jacob deGrom stunned by Ian Desmond's 2-run. And he strikes out Zimmerman to start the third. First strikeout of the day for deGrom. Sent away both of their talented center fielders.
Center field since.
Well, they thought they had him. They thought Aaron Hicks was going to be the guy. Hit sharply, and another base hit for Span. So he's now reached base safely in 33 straight games and hit in each of the last 11. So that plummeted the last 3 or 4 years. Chance for a double play. Murphy with a quick turn, and they get the 5-4-3 double play to get deGrom through the third. After 3, 2-1 Washington. Jason Worth leads off the home 4th inning and swings at the first.
And trying to, they're asking me to describe what makes him so special, and it's that whole package is what makes him special. So a little harder to 26 helps. I don't know.
1-2 to Worth. A little tapper right back to deGrom, who knows how to field as well. 1 away. Well, as we watch deGrom on the mound, Kevin Burkhart's been following Zach Wheeler between starts. Kevin?
Yeah, this is a farther distance rest. Sometimes it's short bursts and then a quick rest, and you keep going. Lost a lot. Today, it's really all about feel. Today could change for me from start distance, so that is a give or take for him. Gary?
Great stuff, Kevin. I bet you tomorrow in Ball Command, tomorrow in Philly.
LaRoche clubs another one deep to left center, and that ball is down and up into the stands for a ground rule double. Adam LaRoche with his second double of the day. Now Ian Desmond, who hit a home run his first time up.
You got to get off the field around 11:30 or so. In Philadelphia, it'd be 1 o'clock, right? 3 days or so. So your body.
One with Harper on deck. And another shot over the glove of Flores, a base hit. LaRoche will go to third. He's going to be waved around as Young's throw comes into Flores. Is relayed to the plate. Not in time. And down to second goes Desmond. 3-1 Washington. Second. And he drills one to right field, but Granderson is there. And Desmond will tag and go over to third. 2 out. So some very hard hit balls against deGrom here in the 4th. Curveball starts him off, 0-1.
Single time. I'm not saying once or.
0-2 to Cabrera, and he just got a piece of that change. 1-2 coming. And misses with the curve. 2-2. Fly ball, center field. Lagares. No problem with the sun. Side retired. But the Nats steal a run and lead it 3-1 after 4. And he's still out there pitching in the bottom of the 5th to Jose Lobaton. Lobaton popped up to second base his first Nationals, 3 runs and 5 hits off deGrom. And that's lined into right field, a base hit for Lobaton to start the home 5th. So hit number 6 against.
And if it's not a perfect bunt.
Bunted in the air, but foul. One thing that's been. deGrom will have to go to first with this one. A good bunt by Zimmerman. 1-4 on the sacrifice, moving Lobaton here. Fastball strike to Span. Well, you have to certainly believe that there'll be a little more out. 1-2. Just off the corner. 2-2.
Well, they had talked about it.
Right. Already had that sign called after the. Again, the 2-2. Off the glove of deGrom and through the middle for a base hit, and Lobaton wisely will stop at third. Not going to challenge the arm of Lagares, who fielded that ball in very shallow center field. He'd use another one. There goes Span. The throw by Recker, a good one. He got him! And holding at third is Lobaton. Span takes off first pitch. Recker, the first catcher to throw out Span stealing this season. With a 1-0 count. Rendon lifts one to left center. Back in the gap goes Lagares to get it as EY barely gets out of the way in time. It's been a star-crossed afternoon for EY in the outfield, but Recker helps the Mets keep the Nats off the board in the fifth. Still, Nats up 3-1. Worth has been up twice, grounded out both times. Mets will leave here after the game. Have been claimed by the Dodgers or passed through waivers for them to be able to make that trade. Now, Relief is traded to the Dodgers today for 2 players to be named. So Phillies are going to have to figure out who takes his spot in the rotation. Worth takes a fastball, strike 3 called. That is just the second strikeout of the afternoon for Jacob. Did it for Atlanta. Hit his 500th home run for the Mets. Maybe not.
His favor again does LaRoche.
deGrom has not walked about it today, and he went around on that half swing. 3-2. 3-2, and a foul ball. Soldier on. Again, the 3-2 to LaRoche, and the off-speed pitch misses. Ball 4. First walk of the day for deGrom, giving him 69 runs batted in for the year. Did he? Going near that mic. There's a good curveball by deGrom, and it's 0-2. deGrom ahead 0-2, and he blows away Desmond. 95-mile-an-hour fastball. First time he's gotten Desmond out today.
Well placed. Ball's about 2 inches.
And Harper. I mean, could that simply be that Recker doesn't feel he has his best fastball to? And right on the block, 3-2. 3-2 to Harper. Struck him out with a fastball. So deGrom comes back from 3-0 to strike out Harper. He fans 3 in the inning. Now to the 7th. Mets down 3-1.